Everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. You guys, we are kicking the month of May off with our first pound cake of the month, and we are making a lemon cream cheese Oreo pound cake. We're going to be using, y'all already know, 3 cups of my Swans down cake flour. And then we have ½ teaspoon of baking powder. I'll also be using this small box. It is the 3.4 ounce box of lemon flavored Jello pudding. So I have this Jello pudding. I've added my ½ teaspoon of baking powder to my 3 cups of Swans down, okay? So I've put the baking powder, the Jello, and the cake flour all in here, and I've sifted it one more time, okay? Now, Swans down comes pre-sifted for you when you buy it in the box. Bring it home, it's ready to go. But once I add additional ingredients to my cake flour, I just like to sift it one more time. Now, you really don't have to do that. If you don't want to do that, you don't. I'm used to doing it, so that's what I do. Okay? I'll also be needing 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to add my salt to my cream cheese and butter once I start mixing it up, okay? So it's not in with my cake flour and baking powder, okay? Then we're going to use, today we're using 6 large eggs. For whatever reason, I just want to use 6 large eggs today. True story. That's the only reason. They are room temperature. One of them looks like it's kind of separated, but it is 6 large eggs that are room temperature in here. We have 3 sticks of unsalted, softened butter, so it's room temperature as well, unsalted. And then I have 8 ounces of cream cheese that is also room temperature. It's already in my bowl because I have a tendency to forget to add it when I add my butter in the beginning, so it's already in my bowl. Of course, we cannot forget the lemon Oreo cookies. Now, I will more than likely use at least one of these sleeves, and I'll tell you how many cookies that is once I do that. And I'm going to crumble them up. I may pulse them in my little Ninja to get them chopped a little bit because I don't want them too large. I don't want too large of chunks or hunks of cookies because I don't want them to sink. So I'm going to be doing at least a sleeve of these lemon flavored Oreo cookies. And then we're going to do some type of lemon Oreo cream cheese glaze or something. I'll figure that out once we get to that point. But I am going to use some cream cheese in my glaze, okay? Is that everything? And if by chance I have forgotten something, you guys, the ingredients they're always in the description box below the video. All right? Of course, I have already washed my hands. Don't be in the kitchen with nasty hands, because it's still nasty. Okay? I am wearing my beautiful apron today that was gifted to me by Dr. Greer. I have my mom close to my heart. For those of you that have seen that video, you already know what that means. So, Mommy is close to my heart. The month of May is a special month because not only is it Mother's Day, but it's also my mom's birthday this month. So, maybe a little trying month for me, a little challenging since my mom has transitioned to heaven, but we're going to be okay. We're going to make it. We're going to make it, okay? All right, so let's get started mixing up this cake. Let me preheat my oven to 325 degrees. So by the time we get through mixing, it will be ready. And I just realized I did forget to mention my extracts. So I'm going to be adding them at the beginning too here in just a second. But I will be using some lemon extract, and I'll also be using just a little bit of my cream bouquet. And you guys, during this mixing process, I am going to taste my batter. I'm going to taste it to make sure that I'm tasting enough of the lemon flavor that I want. I don't want it too strong, but I do want to make sure that it is profound enough for my taste buds. And I don't mind tasting batter because I love eating batter. That's the highlight, I think, of me baking a cake, is eating the beater and getting the rest of the batter out of the bowl. Okay, I'm going to go on and add my 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to add, this is my pure lemon extract. So I'm going to add about a tablespoon of lemon. And I usually don't use a measuring spoon. I just kind of eyeball it. So about a tablespoon of lemon or more, whatever you like. We're going to use maybe about a 1/2 teaspoon of my cream bouquet. I refer to it as the bakery in a bottle. Okay, about 1/2 teaspoon. Okay. All right. So we're going to get to, I'm going to turn on the mixer in just a second, and I'm going to mix up this butter and cream cheese by itself so it can get mixed up really good. And then once I do that for maybe about a minute or so, then I'll slowly start adding my 3 cups of sugar. Now once I get all of this sugar in, I'm going to cream this sugar with the butter and the cream cheese for about 12 minutes, okay? 10 to 12 minutes. I do set a timer because this part is very important in your mixing process. You don't want to rush this process, okay? Set you a timer while it's mixing. Walk away, go do something else, like I've got something I need to do while this is mixing. Now also, because my mixer doesn't have that built-in scraper, I'm also going to have to stop my mixer. I usually stop at least twice to scrape down the sides of my bowl, because what you will notice if you do not have a scraper to scrape for you, your butter, your cream cheese is going to start collecting on the sides of your bowl. If it's up here on the side, it's not down in your bowl getting properly creamed, okay? So make sure you stop a couple of times, scrape your bowl down, and then continue to cream. Now once we finish creaming, I'm going to stop so you can see what light and fluffy looks like. And then we will do what we need to do next. Alright, we are light and fluffy, okay? So again, you cannot rush that process. Now what we're going to do, we're going to add our eggs one at a time. Now also, while I was creaming the butter, sugar, and the cream cheese, I did go on and pulse my cookies. One sleeve was only 13 cookies, so I needed more, so I did 20 cookies. I just broke them in half, and then I pulsed them to get them the size that I wanted. Now I ended up with about a tad bit over 2 cups. I probably will not put all of that in the batter. I'm going to use at least, you know, maybe about a cup and a half in the batter. Okay, now at least that's what I'm thinking. Now we're going to start adding our eggs. Now we add our eggs one at a time. I usually turn my mixer down to maybe about 6 or 7. When I'm creaming, I cream on high, so it's on at least 9. Turn my mixer down just a little bit. I add the eggs one at a time. Mix just a few seconds until that yolk disappears. You don't want to, you know, it doesn't have to totally be mixed in, but at least the majority of that yolk has disappeared. That takes only maybe, for me, only maybe about 8 to 10 seconds per egg. And then I'm going to start slowly adding my flour. I'm going to add just a little bit at a time. Get that mixed in. You don't want it totally smooth. It only takes just a couple of minutes to mix in this flour. It doesn't take nearly as long as it does of the creaming of the butter, sugar, and cream cheese. Now before I add that last little bit of flour too, I'm going to go on and just mix in my cookies as well. I also turn my mixer down to low when I'm mixing the flour. I usually turn this one down to maybe about 3. Okay, so we're going to get this mixed in, and then we're going to get our pan prepared, and then we'll be ready to bake. Okay, I ended up using about a cup and a half of cookies. Okay, I have thoroughly sprayed my cake pan with Baker's Joy, thoroughly sprayed it, and I've decided that I want the sugar, like sugar coating on the outside of the cake, kind of give it that crunchy cookie, lemon cookie taste, you know what I mean? So I'm going to use, this is some sugar. You guys, I grew up with this sugar bowl. This was our sugar bowl I grew up with. But anywho, I'm going to use about a tablespoon of this sugar, and I just want to coat my pan, okay? Tube. sides. You guys see how I'm doing this? I'm just coating and turning my cake pan as I'm doing so. Just think this will give it even more of that cookie taste. I'm trying to decide if I want to put, I thought about putting a few cookies down in there. But I also take into consideration when I'm trying to cut the cake, I need it to be easy to cut without it breaking all up. And sometimes when you have, you know, the toppings that you put on your cake, sometimes it's hard to cut it, or at least get it to cut pretty. I like pretty slices, so we're not going to do that today. Girl, you're looking for your salsa and it's right here on your mixer. Alright. Let me take it off of this stand. Can you guys see a little bit? Let me just lower you just a little bit. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, that's fine. Just lower you so you can kind of see what I'm doing without me having to turn off the camera. And just in case I didn't mention it, you guys, I can't remember if I did, I added a little more lemon flavoring. So in all, I probably have at least about 2 tablespoons of lemon. Ooh. I want you to know that you're eating a lemon pound cake. And it's not too strong. You know how sometimes you can eat cake and you have like just a hint of the flavor? I want more than just a little hint. More than just a little hint of the flavor, so. But in my opinion, it's still not too much. Alright, so now we're just going to get this batter as level and smooth as we can. Okay. Shake, shake, shake. I'm not going to tap today because I don't want to encourage any of my cookies to sink. We're going in 325 degrees. Can y'all see the little cookie pieces in the batter? Can you see? 325 degrees. I bake my cakes in the middle of my oven, so I adjust one of my racks to where it's in the very middle of my oven. And we're going to set the timer for about 1 hour and 10 minutes. It may take 1 hour and 15 minutes to bake, but I know I'm going to be smelling it by 1 hour and 10, and I'll just check it. If I need to add more time, I will. If it's ready to come out, then we'll take her out. You all right? Well, you guys, we have baked for about 1 hour and 15 minutes. So now we're going to sit here and cool until we're ready to flip. It's been 10 minutes, so we're flipping. What's the matter, baby? Well, I have a helper in here today. Little bitty baby dude. Little bitty baby dude. I'm going to need you to quit slamming cabinets. Ooh. Slamming cabinets. You're going to catch your finger. Be careful, baby. You're going to catch your finger. Be careful. You see, okay? Y'all see that sugar coating? What's the matter? So we're going to let it cool for a while longer before we glaze it. Okay, I'm going to make the glaze really quick. And of course I'm using powdered sugar. I'm going to do maybe about an ounce of cream cheese. And I usually like to put this in first. That way I can kind of, you know, get it smushed up a little bit before I add the powdered sugar. I always make my glaze by hand, meaning I never use a mixer, okay? So we have that. I'm going to do just a little bit of my lemon extract. Just a couple of drops, just a little bit. And then I'm going to do just a little smidget of my cream bouquet. Just a little smidget. Okay. Smidget. I want just a hint of yellow in my glaze. So I have some gel food coloring. And I'm just going to barely do a drop. Can you guys see that? Alright, that was one drop. Now we're adding our powdered sugar. Again, do not measure. I do not measure. I'm just pouring some in here. Most of the time it's anywhere between 1.5 cups to 2 cups of powdered sugar. And then as I add my milk, I'm going to add just a little bit at a time because I like for my glaze to be really thick when I'm mixing it because it helps me get it smooth. Now you don't want to add too much because once you get it in, you cannot take it out. So if you get too much, you're just going to have to add some more powdered sugar to compensate and get it as thick, you know, as you want it. Alright? See how thick this is? It's almost like an icing, but it helps me get it smooth, okay? So we're going to stir, stir, stir. I think that's smooth enough, and now we're just going to add just a little bit more milk because it's a little too thick. And just that quick, you guys. Easy peasy, we have glaze. No need to use the mixer and then have to clean the bowl and the beaters again. Okay? Alright. We have this beautiful glaze. And we're glazing. Lemon cream cheese Oreo cookie pound cake with extra lemon cream cheese glaze and lemon Oreo cookies down in the hole. That's your new word? Wow.
Where did that dude go? What's this?
Why did you have to ask all them questions?
Oh, I can see right now some cookies. Hold on, this is...
Don't be fooled.
I see some cookies. This is
Don't be fooled. Listen.
Let me taste it.
Tell me what you taste. Don't say nothing, then let Donnice tell me what she tastes. Where'd she go? I'm gonna get her corner.
Thank you.
Two, you should have been in here. What it tastes like. Here's the cone.
I'm trying to remove my mind. My taste from what my mind is seeing. I'm seeing cookies. It look like Oreos. Not the Oreos, but the vanilla Oreos.
The vanilla Oreo.
Yeah. The cookies in the cake.
Is it good?
God almighty, you got cookies in the cake. This is a dessert. Lemon Oreos. I told you it was.
Wow. He said you want some. You come to get some? Tell Papa, get up. Can you taste the... Papa trying to be stingy. Can you taste the sugary, the outside of it? Does it have like a cookie taste?
I like this better than the cookies.
Better than the cookies. Come on, baby.
This is. This is.
Hey. Nigga wanna dance. Hey. Get it, baby. Get it, baby. Get it, baby. Get it. Get it, baby. Get it, baby.
Wow.
You say, hang on, say wow till you give him some. Tell Papa I'll give you some. Yeah, that's good. So it's a lemon cream cheese Oreo pound cake. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I bet y'all like, oh man, could you show us the cake? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's good.
And then I put extra cookies down. I put extra glaze down first, and then cookies. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that. Y'all see the cookies on the inside?
Wow.
Okay, babe. Wow. Wait. Come on, you coming by? Need G-Ma to move. Come on, baby. Stop. Don't you waving at yourself in the stove? Come on. Come on, so G-Ma can get a thumbnail.
Let me tell you something. This is ice cream type stuff here.
Wow. They're going to be like, your head is always down eating. And you guys, I didn't want to put the cookies all over the top. Of course you can if you want to, whatever you like. But I just didn't, and I wanted more glaze and cookies down on the inside. Look,
I want more cake on the inside.
Do you think you need more cake on the inside, baby?
Yeah.
You do? Well, you guys, that's the first one for me.
And what's this called? The Oreo cookie?
Baby, you've not eaten dinner yet.
I'm grown. I don't have to eat dinner first.
Oh, okay, you right. He grown. You grown all day, baby.
Yeah, so
You do not have
that
to
when you
eat.
was little. That's why I ain't give him none of my
stop,
cake,
baby.
because he got to eat first.
Oh, okay, he grown. I guess he told me. What's the
No,
matter?
man, you got to eat first, man. I had to do it when I was little. No, you're not getting nothing. I'm sorry.
Papa, I'll give you some.
No.
Anywho, you guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please do so.
You're teaching him to be a greedy baby. He don't need to be. Wow.
Thank you, G-Ma. Thank you guys so much for watching. You want some more? We already look forward to you joining us again. Say wow. Wow. Next time. Say bye. Bye.
Messy baby, you think I'm gonna let you mess up my cake? You look, and your nose running.
Say, well, I
You
don't
ain't getting
feel good.
nothing
I
from
don't
me.
feel good, Papa.
Wow.
Just took that right out of my hand, didn't you?
Wow.
Say bye. Nasty nose and all. Say bye.
You thought you were gonna get some of my cake?
Why you way back there?
I'm gonna think about that little fella.
Say whatever, Papa.